What up, stackers? Hi ho, silver. Nothing gets you out of bed faster than $90 silver. Wow, what an amazing ride we're on, everyone. Congratulations to you all out there. I mean, wow, look at this chart. How do you buy into something like this? I'll be talking about that later on. My plans on stacking in the future. So if you spend any time with me, you know when silver hit 50, that was a big decision for me whether to keep stacking. And I hit my what I call my mid-stack crisis. What to do from there, and I pushed hard. Silver was just $50 only, back in December or November. So when silver hit 50, I had my mid-stack crisis, and I invested $1,000. Ended up being $1,020. I pushed hard right before Christmas, and at that time, had great opportunities to pick up premium silver. So I'm just kind of reminiscing back to when silver was 50. Now that it's 90, what do I do? And I'm forming a plan moving forward. I'm afraid a lot of this opportunity to grab the premium silver has dried up for me, at least where I'm at. So when silver was around 50, I threw in like 1,000. I picked up a lot of beautiful pieces. I got this like reverse proof maple with the Edison Privy. This is one of my favorite coins, and this is one of my best deals at 46. I remember at the time that was like spot. And then silver went right through the 40s, and we went basically right through the 50s. I was able to pick up some, for the first time in my life, I picked up some slabs. I got these for like 51. And that was like spot price at the time. The only thing I really didn't get from this new stack going forward, and this is the stack I plan on having for the next 10-15 years. I'm not planning on selling any of this. I'm just going to enjoy it. So I picked up a lot of things that I want to look at for the next decade. And so I picked up some proofs. At the time, I could have got 3 more slabbed eagles, but I decided to go with the American Eagle proofs. I picked one up at 56, 58, 58, and it's hard to believe that, picked this up at 58, and silver's already at 90. So I mean, you just can't go wrong in a bull market. Everyone's a genius in the bull market, I tell you. So you can make mistakes and still profit, but I got those because I wanted to enjoy them. So yeah, this is what I was able to pick up for 1,000, and I picked up some lunar coins. This one I paid a little extra premium, but this one I got this for 30 at the time. And that's a half ounce, and so that was like $60 an ounce for that. And I got that for all the change I picked up at work. I cashed it in, and that was the silver I got for it. So that was kind of like free, and I paid the premiums on the Eagles, but other than that, everything else was kind of right at spot. I got some fractional. So yeah, I was even able to pick these half ounce Canadian polar bears up for 22 an ounce, and now what that thing's 45. This half ouncer is 45, and I don't know if I can afford the ounces anymore, and so I'm moving towards fractional. like I said, I'm going to share a little bit of my strategy moving forward. Even these little 1 grammers, you know, them little 1 grammers up here, they're I bought them for $2. They're close to, you know, $2.75, almost $3. I was able to pick up these 1/10 for, I got 10 of them for $50. It's hard to believe that, you know. Silver, I also picked up a little bit of gold too. This was, I got this for like around 140. I think 149 is the melt for gold right now. It's funny, the gold silver ratio. This was my last pickup. This was silver at 70. I got these for 70 each, and I got this beautiful set for like spot. You know, silver jumped up to like 70, and I was able to pick these up for like close to spot. And I think I did spot it. I have to look back at my video, but so I got these for 70 an ounce, 140, and around the same time I picked up this 1 grammer for 140, and this is kind of like the silver gold ratio in, you know, physical form. Like so we have silver now at 90, so this has went up $40 in value, and this went up about $10 in value. So a little representation of the silver gold ratio. And this was my last big purchase, silver at 70. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford ounces anymore going forward. I'm just a small budget stacker, doing the best I can, but I'm still going to continue to stack, but I will be laying off a little bit. So this is my this $1,000 that I invested. This is my last big push, last large investment. From now on, I'm going to scale down a little bit and continue to stack, but my stacking is going to change a little. I tried with this purchase, thank you Fish, and you helped me push me towards buying the 2-ounce silver challenge. I accepted the challenge with these 2 ounces when silver was at 70, but I'm gonna have to tap out, Fish. I can't do it. You know, as we approach $100 silver, and that looks like, you know, there's no stopping that. Like I said, my strategy is going to change. Was it Nickels and Dimes from Canada? Hello. He asked how low budget stackers going to continue to stack with these prices, and he wanted to do the Fish's 2-ounce challenge as well, but you know, us budget stackers just can't afford that right now. So this was my last big hoorah into the silver market. So I invested $1,020, and I added it up today, and the investment has grown to $1,615 with $90 silver. Put the date in January 14th there, so you know, I couldn't be happier, but price really doesn't matter because, you know, I'm not planning on selling any of this silver right here anyway, or this gold. This is for the next bull run. So for me, it's crazy with silver at $90 that this little pile of constitutional silver I've been able to accumulate a little bit here, a little bit there. Usually when I was buying, you know, my ounces, if I couldn't afford another ounce, I just got my change in constitutional silver. So a lot of these pickups, you know, were just you know, I'd buy like 3 ounces and then get my change in one of these. And one of these halves used to be, I was getting them at like $12, and now They're like $33 melt value. Oh man, it's just hard to even stack these at the moment for me on my budget. So I'm real thankful that I got as many as I did. Wish I would have got more, of course, but it's just amazing how this has added up to. I have about 16 ounces in constitutional. That's what, like $22-23 face value, something like that. So it's over $1,000, and I'm just amazed at that. And I remember getting dimes, $2, for some dimes. I was able to pick up, a lot of mercury. This is mostly mercuries. I was able to pick up a lot of mercuries. I'm going to finish off this. I need about 6 more mercs, and I can have a whole tube. So that's my goal going forward. I'm going to be going more fractional moving forward. And here's a little glimpse of kind of what I'm looking at. I was watching Sober Stacker and also Nickel and Dimes. They're both low budget stackers just like me, kind of in my position, in my league. And they're moving more towards like fractional. Sober Stacker is talking about moving more fractional, and he's been picking up dimes and halves and quarters off the eBay, and he's been getting them for under melt. And I've broadened my horizons. I went on eBay. I just made a few purchases. I'm gonna do a small amount of silver each week. I got a challenge. It's not much. It might just add up to 1 ounce a month, and I'm going to try and aim for the 2 ounce challenge. But if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. I'm going to try and stack some eagles. And so I'm finishing up my plans moving forward. I'm going to be stacking more constitutional, fractional, with a little bit of twist to it, because I like nice shiny things, and I got some collector in me. And this is I'm going to have this silver for the next 10-15 years. That's what I'm planning on holding it for. So I'm looking at the price then, not now, and I'm going to have a little fun. I'll talk about this moving forward, my new stacking plan, but I think you could see where it's headed. So I'm just amazed how this has added up over time. And now, I'm a little weary now. They always say the biggest gains in the market are near the blow off top. So my plan going forward, I was always planning on, I came into silver as an investor, and I'm sticking around as a stacker. I love silver. I'll always continue to stack, but I did come in with this as an investment in mind, and my plan was to sell half of my silver and pay for the other half. And so basically the silver that's left over would be free, and just to hold on to that as tight as I can forever. And so that's what I'm doing going forward. I was able to accumulate in this bull run about 130 ounces, probably about 128, and I'm selling half. So that's about 60 ounces. I plan on liquidating. I already liquidated 30. 10 ounces I used to trade for a little bit of gold and platinum. 20 ounces, my last video, I just sold at 72. I don't have no regrets. It's, part of the plan. I feel better going, I can hold in there longer as we go higher. So that leaves me with 30 ounces of silver that I have left to convert or cash in. So I'm going to cash in. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but I'm going to cash out in some cash and also trade for some gold. I'm not sure how much gold yet. And the cash will be used for a vehicle. I plan on using the vehicle to make money, and I'm looking to buy like a $5,000 beater. I'm actually looking to buy a Toyota Sienna minivan with under or around 100,000 miles for around 5,000, and so I'm pulling out cash that'll go towards that, and I plan on using that vehicle to make money. Doing some side hustling, so I want to create an extra hustle besides my job. I also have an opportunity to do some side hustling and then kind of pay myself the car payment, the 5,000 back, and treat it as a car loan to myself, be in my own bank, and so I'll reinvest that 5,000 into other assets. So, I had to look at my stack and wither down the 60 ounces that I was keeping, and it's kind of rough. My Eagles, my stack my two Eagles aren't going to make it. I'm going to have to part ways with them, but that's why I was really happy to get those proof Eagles, those Eagles and slabs, and I also was able to, traded a few ounces of silver for my reverse proof Eagles. I got the 2021 set reverse proof Eagles, and I also got a set of a Morgan and a Peace Dollar reverse proof set. I traded some silver for that also, and so I upgraded, so that was about 5.5 ounces altogether. I traded in to upgrade to them, so I have my reverse proof Eagles, my proof Eagles, my slabbed Eagles, and that'll help with the blow of getting rid of my tube of Eagles. And the good news is I get to restart. I get to start over and work on a new tube. When I get extra cash or whatever, I'm going to get Eagles and get back at it. So this is getting a little long. I'm going to just cut it there. This is what I've been up to, and let me know what you guys are doing, what thoughts, ideas you have. Until the next one, keep stacking, keep learning.